think it comes back to the vision that we had at Klarna 10 years ago, which was very basic. It said, in the future, there will be a digital financial assistant. It will analyze your spending, let's say your mortgage, and it will say, like, that's too much. I found a better offer for you. The only thing you need to do is say yes, and I'll do all the paperwork and get it all done for you and save you the cost, right? So to us, this was basically where we believe retail banking was heading. And a little bit like self-driving cars, don't know when, but know that it will happen. And that's the future. And it has profound impact and consequences for the banking industry, because to a large degree, banks today don't need to be competitive because people don't want to switch. And it's difficult to switch, and they need to bring all the data and all that stuff. So they don't need to be that competitive. They don't need to be that great. And this would mean that in the future, customer mobility would be ultra high. People would switch to whoever gives them the most value for the least money. And it's going to drive down the excess profits in the retail banking industry.
Now, I know you think deeply about this as well. How do you see financial services, the workforce, when it comes to financial services, changing in the next, say, 5 to 10 years?
Well, I, for one, have been trying to be a little bit more honest about this, because I feel a lot of my tech bros are being slightly, not to the point on this topic. I think there is a massive shift coming to knowledge work, and it's not just in banking, it's in society at large. There are 8,000 people in Brussels that work as translators, and I would argue that most of that can be done by AI today already, even though obviously some quality assurance and so forth would still be valuable to have humans to review. But the point is that you don't need as many as we did. So there is a massive shift coming. I think society will have to figure out, what are we going to do? Because yes, new jobs will be created, but in the shorter term, that doesn't help the Brussels translator. He's not going to become a YouTube influencer tomorrow. So you may find other ways in how we support people from a society perspective. For us as a company, we have increased our revenue per employee from 400K to over $1 million per employee in the last 2 years. We haven't hired, we've a little bit hired a small recruitment, but generally we've shrunken the company from 7,400 people to 3,000 now. And that's at the same point in time while the revenue and number of customers has grown significantly. So we're simply not recruiting, which means that we can avoid doing layoffs. And we have taken a lot of the savings in payroll cost and reinvested that into an acceleration of the compensation of our employees, which means that they are seeing a huge benefit from us applying AI internally. So I think that there's paths in how you can make this work, both from a society perspective and a company perspective. But in the end, our job is here to drive as much value at the best possible price to our customers. And so we need to use these technologies to accomplish that. And then in general, I think there will be implications for a lot of knowledge-based work.